welcome to Mind Your Business, a channel where we are in everybody's business. If you don't mind getting in people's business, you're on the right channel. Talking about current topics and gossip. Well, Tiffany bought her cute baby to protect her, has her mini cute bodyguard, I think, and she definitely was quick to backpedal and take accountability and apologise, saying she's there with an open mind. Well, Guana's my inclusive crew, let's talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville. Now, I'm glad she did admit to being shady, because we all know that she is shady. You know, I don't feel like Kiki came at her. I feel like she addressed a conversation that was about her, where Tiffany was kind of going in on her. But I do feel like I like the way Kiki addressed the whole situation. She was calm, she was cool, she was just getting straight to the facts. And obviously Tiffany was quite quick to clear the air, because she really didn't like she was up for a face-to-face confrontation. I do feel like she is like what Stormy says, she'll just talk crap behind your back, and then when it comes to being up in your face to talk about it, she really ain't got much to say, because she definitely wasn't here for it. But no, I don't think that everyone made it a thing, because I feel like Tiffany's mouth is what made it a thing. So she just needs to take accountability in that bit. But you know, she was definitely being messy. And then she's here saying that she doesn't judge people. I'm thinking, okay, darling, that's not really how it comes across. But anyway, I'm glad she finally apologised. And I'm really glad that Kiki, you know, was able to have that conversation thanks to Stormy. So, you know, well done to Stormy. Bless her and her intervention. It definitely worked. Hopefully, you know, good luck with her and her auntie. I think that's a whole different situation. But good luck to that. I do honestly just think that Tiffany just got too much on her plate, and she just can't deal with too much drama, and probably being dragged by social media too. Now, Chris and Martell, of course, we know Chris is happy because Martell is finally out of his place and settling into his new place. So yeah, that's a good thing. Martell talking about he's got some sort of eye surgery. He sounds like he's got some bags removed from his eyes or something. I don't know, some pretty boy business. But I thought it was interesting when Chris started talking about his family dinner and talking about his daughter going off. But it definitely does sound like she was left out from, you know, things, the more you hear of what they're saying. And I think it'd be good to hear more about that. I want to hear more about that now. Hopefully we get to see a bit more, maybe the daughter kind of open up about that, because it does sound like, you know, she feels like she's a black sheep and there was certain treatment that was different. But I still don't condone the way that she kind of conducted herself, but obviously she had to get her feelings out. Anyway, well, Chris actually decides that he wants to kind of check Martell about him and his conversation with his wife. And Martell is sitting there talking about how he felt like his wife had disrespected him because she brought up the cheating. He really needs to get over it. And this whole thing about him feeling like he can check women and all this kind of stuff, it's just like, he's so annoying. He's still upset that people are taking Mel's side. That's what it comes down to. The man's vexed about that, and he needs to get over it, really. People are going to have their opinions. You cheated in the past. It's all out there. You all know about that. You just need to move on about that and understand that people are going to have an opinion sometimes, and that's okay. And how are you going to say that you don't disrespect people's wives, but then say that if you do disrespect the wife, then you're going to call them, really? And then you're also moaning about Mel changing her name and being shady about it, saying she wants clout and is trying to destroy you. It doesn't make any sense. How is her changing her name trying to destroy you and wanting clout? Like, come on, she just put her name back to where it originally was. That has got nothing to do with destroying you. That's just you talking nonsense. As you actually said, it maybe feels like the kind of final nail in the coffin for you because she no longer has your name. But you need to move on and get on with it. It's just ridiculous. Let her live her life. And Martell is very delusional. Like, not everything is about you, Martell. This is what I realised with him. He's very narcissistic. Everything comes back to him, and why has it always got to be about you? Melody changing her name was her decision to change her name. Lots of people do it when they get married. They go back to their original names. So I don't understand why it's got to be about clout and destroying you. It's very delusional behaviour. Now, Kimmy and Tisha, I thought it was interesting. It seems like Tisha's going through quite a lot, where she's talking about she was not feeling well, thinking that she's pregnant, even though her man's had a vasectomy. That was funny because Kimmy's reaction to that was hilarious. But her saying that she's feeling about talking about Kiki, and that she seems like she's on the verge of having like a little mini break there. I don't know what's going on with her, but she seems like she's quite overwhelmed. And she's talking about, you know, being stressed out and thinking about going back to being a stay-at-home mum because of everything, just so overwhelmed, and seeing a life coach. And also, Tisha's also speaking about Marceau suggesting that they should see a counsellor. And that surprised me. That surprised Kimmy. I'm pretty sure that surprised all of us, because I'm thinking, oh, you know, things must be really quite shaky over there. So I don't know what's going on with Tisha there, but wishing her well in her mental health. I feel like there was quite a theme of mental health in the show today, if you guys might have noticed, particularly like when it started. You've got Kiki and her mental health in terms of being vulnerable around her addiction to opioids, and then you've got Tisha talking about her not feeling so good and being a bit stressed out, and you've got Chris, who's now gone to go and see his son Chris Jr. They have a heart-to-heart, and it seems like Chris Jr. is quite stressed out and depressed as well. So Chris gets emotional and offers emotional support to him. You can see that he really loves his family, and he can also relate because he talks about going through like a dark period himself. So I'm glad that Chris Jr. sounds like he's open to considering counselling, and that's a good thing. Tiffany and Lou, another situation with mental health again, because she obviously starts off by telling him that she's cleared the air with Kiki, and then mentions her mental state and being overwhelmed, and obviously it ends with her saying that she's going to leave the show because she didn't recognise she had postpartum, and she didn't really realise that having a baby was going to be such a big thing. And I don't understand that. I really don't understand that, because I feel like Tiffany was the one who was pushing Lou to have the baby all the time. He seemed like he was quite reluctant, and then finally she said that she wanted to, she really wanted it, and he gave him. And now I don't understand how you cannot understand how a baby's going to change your life that much, because they're a baby. Of course they're going to change your life, but I hope she does get the help that she needs in terms of managing her mental health, because she sounds like she's got a lot on her. And obviously she's got to deal with social media and her messiness, the way she is on the show. So obviously that was a lot. And like I said last week, I feel like Lou did not like the heat and the smoke that he got last season from all the men when Tiffany was creating all the mix-up. And I feel like it's all come to a head now. So I feel like, trying to manage your life and socials and this reality show, he definitely isn't here for it. Like she said, he encouraged her to kind of step back, and we'll see what happens. But anyway, I do feel like Tiffany was quite messy, but I do wish her well with her mental health, and her baby is so cute. So, I wish them well in that anyway. And I'm not trying to be heartless or anything, but I just feel like the Whitlows did come into the show quite messy, acting like they had the best marriage, everything was great. And so they got a lot of heat for the way that they came in at people. And of course, Tiffany spent a lot of time going in at people. So I feel like all of that, it's kind of bad energy. So, it's going to come back around to you, isn't it? So I'm sorry that she's going through a really hard time. I hope she does, get herself together. But I do feel like she's been quite messy in the show. And I feel like her husband definitely, after going through what he went through last season, he just said, nope, that is it. I am out of here. I am not feeling this. I'm working away. I've got other things going on. This is just too much to me. It's just too much. But anyway, wish them well. But yes, we have the Fletchers here as well. So I think they're an interesting family, and they don't seem like they're messy with other people like the Whitlows were. But anyway, what do you guys think of Tiffany and Lou leaving the show or taking a break from the show? Do you think they will come back? Will you miss them? What do you think of the show itself? But next week's looking interesting. You've got Marceau and obviously Tisha and Stormy and Courtney meeting up as well, having a chat, and it looks like she calls him a B once again, even though she just said that she wasn't going to call him that. But obviously she might say she's talking about the conversation. So anyway, we'll see. What did you guys think of the episode? Let me know your thoughts below. And sidebar, people, I might sound a little bit croaky today. I am in the UK, where I'm from, and it is cold out here. Okay. So everyone stay warm, stay blessed, and stay healthy. Yes, so thanks for watching that. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, and hit that notification bell so you know when I am uploading some more of people's business. So until then, my nosy people, stay blessed.